Hi guys, welcome to another reading. This is Divine Truth Tarot. Go ahead and if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon to receive all notifications because I do go live sometimes and I also post in the community tab regularly. I've been posting almost daily. So I will continue to do that with little mini reads, so extra readings for you guys because the divine has been calling to me, the divine masculines have been calling to me, and so I've really had to open up. Usually happens at nighttime, so I may deliver it the next morning to you guys, or it may be late at night message. So those of you who are night owls like myself, go ahead and tap that on so you'll receive all those notifications. I'm being called to do a little reading here. I always say little reading, it ends up being 20 to 30 minutes. Who am I fooling, right? But we are going to go ahead and just do a check-in right now with the twin flame energies, and I'm being called to use the Moonology deck. I'm really being called to use this deck lately. I'm guessing it's because we're in the middle of eclipse season with 7 planets retrograde this month. Holy hell. And I just want to check in and see what the energies are for divine feminine, divine masculine, and of course union energies. And if you guys are interested in a reading with me, I offer true purpose, twin flame, and now I'm also offering North Node, South Node readings. Those are different. They're not card readings, even if I might pull a few cards for the reading. Those are readings based on intuition and also based on your astrological chart. So I receive guidance from your astrological chart and your North Node and South Node. And that's all about your destiny in this lifetime. It's about your gifts that you incarnated with, your soul purpose, your destiny, your path, your true north. It goes into a lot of detail. So the difference between that and the true purpose reading is true purpose reading, I'm using the cards. It's a card reading. With this North Node, South Node reading, we're relying on astrology and intuition. Okay, so I'm really excited about that offering, if you can't tell by my voice. Super excited to be offering that to you. And in addition, I offer, true purpose coaching sessions to help you on your journey to find your personal power, to step back into your personal power, to get on path to your mission in this lifetime, you as a sovereign soul. And lastly, I'm offering, sorry guys, man, I pulled a neck muscle. That's why I'm not on camera today. I pulled a neck muscle at the gym yesterday and I'm in some pain and I wasn't able to get into my chiropractor's office until tomorrow morning. So I'm in a little bit of pain. It kind of actually hurts to breathe and talk. But Spirit wanted me to get this message out to you guys because I'm dedicated. Lastly, I'm offering distant Reiki healing sessions. You can do 30 minutes or 60 minutes, and those are designed to not only help you reduce stress, but it's also designed to get your chakras back in order. And I also use my intuitive guidance in order to guide you along your path into healing. Okay, so let's get started. So if you guys are interested in any of those services or offerings, please reach out to me at the email in the description box below. Mercury retrograde, when is it over? It hasn't even gone retro. We're just in the shadow period, right? My goodness. My goodness. All right, let's go ahead and get started. So Spirit, let's tap into the energies of the twinners, the twin flamers, divine feminine, divine masculine energies, and then of course union energies. What's going on today and what guidance do we need to know? What does the collective need to know today? Divine feminine, divine masculine energies, and of course union energies. What does the collective need to know? Give it one more shuffle. And let's find out. Let me just put these decks over there, out of the way. Divine feminine. Oh, divine feminine. Divine feminine, divine masculine. That's very interesting. Okay. I'm feeling well, let's start with one for each. And Spirit says start with one. Union energies, please. Union. Yes, they want this one. Okay. So let's start with the divine feminine energies. Sorry, guys, those were backwards to you. So feminines, full moon in Gemini. Full moon in Gemini, the sign of the twins. The answers you need are incoming. Okay, so this is for those divine feminines who are like, what's my divine masculine doing? When? I need to know, I need to know when, okay? I mean, my ovaries are aging, or if you're a divine feminine male, it's like, I don't have time, like the clock is ticking, and the divine doesn't care about timing. The divine doesn't care about your ovaries. That's not true. The divine does care. The divine is really saying that the answers that you need are going to be coming in at the right time, okay? They're coming in, they're on their way. So this is like a sign of breathing out. And actually the union energies are the disseminating moon, and it says take time to breathe out. Take time to release, okay? So this is definitely a message for both feminine and masculine, but I'm feeling it hardcore for the femmes right now, feminines. Take time to just relax, guys. And by the way, have you even taken a deep breath lately with all that's been going on in the world and all that's been going on in your connection and all the separation and silence? I bet that you haven't. So why don't you go ahead and do that now? And in fact, I'll do it with you. Just inhale in and then exhale, release. Good. Inhale in, exhale. And then last one, guys. Inhale deep, hold at the top. Exhale, open your mouth. Sigh it out as if you're fogging out a bathroom mirror. Let it all go. And now I want you to, before you start tuning into your thoughts, take a moment and appreciate the silence of the mind after this deep breathing. Appreciate how it feels, how free and clear your mind feels when you can just breathe. So breathe deeply, feminines. Breathe deeply, masculines. Relax, okay? Your time is coming. Everything is being worked out behind the scenes, as I've been saying. And the answers are coming. So really the divine wants the feminine to just chill. Like, I'm just hearing chill, divine feminine. And go ahead and focus on you and your purpose at this time. Please do not focus on what the masculine is doing all the time, because that creates blocks and obstacles in the connection and also within yourself. You know, it blocks you from your abundance that you're supposed to be receiving. And this is the divine masculine energies, mutable moon. So mutable is changing. There's fixed signs and mutable signs. Fixed signs don't like change, and mutable signs like Gemini love change. So nothing is set in stone yet. So divine masculines, this is really, I feel, a message from the DMs to the DFs saying, you know, don't worry, like the answers are coming, but there's nothing set in stone right now. Meaning the divine masculine is saying to the feminine, I'm still working things out. And the feminine saying, but I need answers, I need to know. And the masculine's like, no, you don't. No, you actually don't need to know. What you need to do, divine feminine, is take time to breathe out. And what you really need to know is that things are being worked out. And this is a lot more complex, I think, than the feminine realizes. These divine masculines have been through so much in not just this lifetime, but all of their lifetimes. For many of us masculines, they've endured some sort of emotional abuse or sexual abuse, and they have been in these karmic relationships, even starting with their parents or their family structure, their family unit. They have endured bullying. They have been victims of racism, homophobia, things like that. And so just really understand that the divine masculine in your connection has taken on a lot in the 3D so that you, divine feminine, in this lifetime could be more free and could heal. And remember what I've said. I feel like it's hard sometimes when you're in the pain of it or in the throes of it to really, it's hard for you to really grasp, or maybe it doesn't stick. So sometimes I'll repeat messages, but remember, my DFs, my beautiful dear DFs, your masculine has set you free and is protecting you and is silent for a reason, so that you can move forward on your path, so that you can free yourself from codependency. If you have any remaining fragments of codependency that are still lingering, this separation period is designed for you to heal from that, so that you feel like you don't need union. You can want it, but not need it. So there's a difference. And The divine masculine has gone through many lifetimes of war and conflict. And in doing so, they're weary, guys. They're tired. They're tired soldiers. That's why we get so many cards like, Four of Swords and Ten of Swords, and we get these, the death and rebirth energy, the devil energy, temptation energy. All of these things are coming up for the masculines because they are in the cycle of, hibernation in order to heal. They're really shutting off many things. And a lot of divine feminines are feeling this as well. A lot of us are releasing 3D connections, like 3D friendships. And it's not that the person necessarily did anything wrong. It's just that we feel like we need to rest, and we feel like we need to just completely detach. And it's exhausting to have those 3D conversations at this time. It's real. I can't, most of the time I don't even answer texts or phone calls. I just don't have the energy, the emotional energy, the energy to really engage. And so divine masculines are feeling much the same way. Confidence is your key to success. New moon in Leo. So this is more union energies. So divine is saying that in order to receive the outcome that you want, divine feminines, it's important to have confidence in your masculine, in his or her ability to pull through. We are not to do this for them. We are not to do this. This is their work. We have to step back. If your masculine is involved in a karmic situation of any kind, addiction, relationship, family members, job, doesn't matter, legal issue, you really need to step back and allow him the time and space to sort through this on his own, his or her, okay? On her own or his own, because this is not your battle. And it's important that you have confidence in your masculine. It's important that you have confidence in union, that you have confidence in the divine, and that you understand that things are being worked out, but it may not be at the pace or the timing that your ego wants. And the ego will come with all sorts of things. Oh, the clock is ticking, my ovaries, if you're a woman, I want children and I need this now. I'm not getting any younger. I'm just going to go off and find a soulmate, and fine. You have free will to go off and find a soulmate if that's really what you want. I never suggest for anyone to wait on anybody. We're supposed to be living our lives. You are good enough, full moon in Virgo. This is what the divine masculine is working on. Your divine masculine may be a Virgo or an earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Doesn't have to be. But I'm definitely feeling like the masculines have been working on self-worth, on that solar plexus, to feel worthy of happiness, to feel worthy of love, to feel worthy of their divine feminine's warmth and love, an unconditional love that she has shown him ever since they met, her understanding, her patience. He really needs to work on understanding that he is good enough. So again, feminines, it's not your job to heal him. It's not your job to make him see that, okay? You can do that with your unconditional love. You can do that in the 5D. You can send love energetically, but it's not the time. This is not your battle. That's codependency if you feel like you need to fix your masculine. That's what we came here to heal. That's one of the templates that twin flames are healing, okay? I didn't realize how much I needed the cards to be perfect until I watched one of my videos. Oh my goodness. Okay, so yes, divine feminine, a time for healing, balsamic moon, right. So divine feminine, my dear divine feminine, please release your worries to the divine at this time. It's really imperative that you rest and you heal, and you do not worry about the masculine right now, about what they're doing, who they're doing it with, why it's taking so long, what's going to happen next. It's just imperative to let go, because remember, the answers you need are coming. But in the meantime, heal yourself, heal your body, heal your mind, heal your spirit. Take time to meditate, take time to be in nature. Water is a very healing element. And, salt baths or lakes or rivers, it's summertime for some of us in certain hemispheres, and ocean water, right? Jumping into the ocean, cleansing yourself, just being in nature, going for a hike, being in the mountains, okay? Really take this time to nurture you. Whatever you want to give to your masculine, whatever love, whatever energy, give it to yourself. There's a very important understanding that I've mentioned before, but I haven't gone into detail, and I'm really being called to step into this place of teaching from this higher perspective. Your twin flame is you, walking around in a different body, having different experiences. So when you judge your twin flame, you're judging yourself, judging another version of yourself. When you're worried about timing, when you're trying to quicken the pace, or you want them to come sooner, what you're doing is you're trying to rush yourself through your healing. You're trying to rush yourself. You're being impatient with yourself. That's why they say your divine counterpart is your divine mirror. If they're angering you or frustrating you in some way, time to turn the mirror back on yourself and ask yourself, how can I heal this within myself? I'm impatient. How can I heal that? Because if you're impatient, you're saying, I just don't know if my divine masculine is going to do the work. I don't know if they're going to come in enough time. I don't know. I can't see how this is going to pan out. Ask yourself, why the rush? And in what ways have you been impatient in your life? And what results has that given you in other relationships, okay? In other connections? Ask yourself, because the divine masculine needs this time. And remember the divine masculine energy in yourself, guys. Remember, this is your divine masculine energy in yourself, your inner divine masculine energy. Your physical counterpart is you walking around in another body, having different experiences on a different timeline until your timelines converge. So have compassion for your divine masculine. And they're really feeling suffocated by the divine feminine collective asking when. I mean, I really get this feeling. I've had throat chakra issues in my personal readings for like 2 weeks now. And you hear me sometimes on the channel having those throat chakra issues. I have dry throat right now, which is interesting. So, that really tells me that there's this energy of divine masculine just can't come out and have that conversation that the divine feminine needs. So the divine feminine reaches out expecting, with expectations, egoic expectations. And then the divine masculine can't meet that right now because they're not even meeting their own needs, because they're healing. They're healing, trying to understand and realize that they're good enough. And they're not able to give the divine feminine what he or she thinks they need from that person. And so you end up disappointed, and it perpetuates a cycle, guys. So the best thing you can do right now is Reiki healing, is centering yourself, is meditating, is being in nature, enjoying time with like-minded friends and family, or detaching from friends and family in the 3D. Absolutely. Detaching from conversations, detaching from the pettiness, detaching from politics if you need to. Detaching from any sort of negativity. Do what you need to do to take care of you. Be that knight in shining armor for yourself, okay? You guys, nobody knows better how to take care of you than you. Messages from the divine, please, for twins. Messages from the divine for twins. Messages from the divine. Kind of quiet. The divine is scolding us right now, saying, y'all asked too many questions. Oh, that hurts. That hurts. Ouch, why did I have to drop on the ground? We have Knight of Pentacles. Look at all these pentacles. Look at all this stability. Look at all these coins just rolling in. He's got a huge one on his back. It's rolling in, right? Some are bigger, big goals, small goals. This is about the energy of stabilizing in the earthly realm. This is about your pentacles, your bank accounts, your savings, your ability, divine feminine, divine masculine, to create the life that you desire as a sovereign being, so that when your divine counterpart is ready, and they will be ready, that they come in and you combine your pentacles. You combine your material worth and value. You create something of even more value together. But to me, the pentacles, because it's so earthly, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, it really symbolizes to me this energy of both emotional and physical stability. It's emotional, physical. You know, the King of Pentacles to me in this deck in particular is just, he's got everything. He's got his soulmate. He's got his, I'll see if I can find the card. He's got his pentacles, his house. He's got his loyal dog. I mean, he's got everything. Let's see if I can find it easily. He's got everything. He doesn't need for anything. So it's a very balanced energy, this Pentacles energy. I used to really adore the Cups energy and crave, oh, I want to get the King of Cups, and that's wonderful, but King of Pentacles has everything. It's going to be like the last one. Here it is. So King of Pentacles, right? I mean, he's got everything. He's got everything. He doesn't want for anything. He's very satisfied with his life. And this is the energy that the Knight of Pentacles is very much working towards. So this is the current energy and the connection. The divine masculine is having to leave behind a lot of perceived stability. Now, this is shaky stability. This was never set on it was set on a faulty foundation because it's a karmic relationship. Unless your divine masculine is in a soulmate relationship, but most of them at this present timeline are in a karmic situation. So the divine masculines it's been challenging for them to try to shake themselves away, to rip themselves away from this stability, from this money or this home or whatever finances have been shared with this karmic partner. And I feel like it's something the karmic partners have held over the divine masculine's head for a long time. So part of that is this energy of the divine masculine not wanting to let go, like selfishly not wanting to let go of the pentacles, in the comfort, right? South Node energy, the comfort. And yet if he could step into this energy of King of Pentacles, he could have his divine feminine and he could have his coins in stability in his home. He could build more with her. He could build so much more with the divine feminine than he could ever build with with the karmic partner. He's starting to come to that realization. There's so much more for me to build if I step into union with my divine feminine. And he's realized, I mean, what's happening in these karmic connections is whatever illusions of stability they had are being just dismantled, right? Bankruptcies and lawsuits and divorces and custody battles and job loss. I mean, all of these things are happening with these tower moments, with these divine masculines, and they're not communicating this in the 3D. So feminines have no idea what's going on. We're not supposed to. It's not our business at this time. But what that's doing is dismantling everything he thought he worked so hard for, he or she, everything they thought they worked so hard for, these divine masculines, it's just being literally disintegrated right in front of their eyes. And so it's creating this sense of instability. But what they're going to come to realize is they can create an even better life than they ever imagined with their divine feminine. This is their destiny. This is their destined path. It's what they're supposed to be doing. That's why it feels so bad right now in the 3D realm to the divine masculine. If they're still hanging on to that karmic relationship, the divine is trying to destroy it. It's been destroyed. The masculine's hanging on, literally, with fingernails, refusing to let it go. And the divine's like, look, I will keep on delivering tower moments, dark nights of the soul, until you get it. Your future, your abundance, your happiness, your stability is with your divine feminine, divine masculine. King of Swords. So this is the energy of mental calculation, of a very kind of cold and detached masculine energy, which is what a lot of feminines have been picking up on in the 3D, is this if you are in communication, your masculine is, it's not even the hot and cold wishy-washy energy so much anymore. It's the energy of just cold, just detached, emotionally detached, and not saying much, very tight-lipped. It's the energy of kind of keeping their cards close to their chest, right? And feeling like he or she is all alone. The divine masculines a loner at this point in their journey, which is what they're supposed to be doing. And feminines, if you can think back to this point in your journey, when you were starting to awaken and everything came crashing down, everything you thought you knew suddenly didn't make sense anymore, and just think back for a moment to how detached you had to be, and the cave that you may have crawled into, and the coldness that you may have exhibited while you sorted out your life. And then maybe you can have a little bit more compassion for your counterpart for what they're going through. Ooh, yes, yes. And feminines over here, if you could see this, if you could stop focusing on your divine masculine and stop trying to get the answers that aren't supposed to be coming in right now. The spirit was so cheeky in my personal readings yesterday and didn't want, spirit was tight-lipped because we weren't supposed to know certain things. And this energy, divine feminines, Queen of Pentacles. I mean, look, this happened in a reading earlier. And I know I took the King of Pentacles out of the deck myself, so it didn't actually, I chose it. But we've got the pair here. We've got the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. We have this beautiful, abundant, and very emotionally stable, emotionally open, loyal, determined, successful pair. So divine feminine, if you can embrace the message I just received is, if you can embrace your Queen of Pentacle energy, guess what? Your masculine is coming in as the King of Pentacles. But first, your duty, divine feminine, is to come in and emerge as the Queen of Pentacles in all her glory and all her power, abundant and sovereign. You know, she can have everything she wants and she can create it on her own. She doesn't need anybody to feel whole. Very, very important. And then lastly, and I think I'll end the reading here because of course we're almost at 30 minutes as I called. Didn't I say it? I'm doing a short reading, it's 30 minutes. The Nine of Cups. We've got some water energy coming in to balance out the pentacles, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. And of course, guys, I mean, this is just pure and utter happiness. This is, being the golden light from the cosmic energy, from the universe, the golden chest of riches, just being showered upon you, having everything you ever wanted at your reach, and celebrating that you have everything you ever wanted. So this is the energy that can come from the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. The Nine of Cups is the energy that can emerge from the energy of the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen stepping into her power, divine feminine stepping into her power, and then the divine masculine will mirror that in the physical when he's ready, when the time is right. And then we have the result, success, emotional fulfillment, abundance, heart opening, vulnerability, and freedom, and just the ability to create and manifest the abundance that you, the emotional abundance and the physical abundance and the spiritual abundance that you want in your life. So everyone, I hope that was illuminating. I hope that was helpful. And I'm sending you all so much love and so much strength. You can do it. You can get through this time and be really good to yourself. Take really good care. Practice self-care on the regular, on the daily. Remember that you come first and focus on you and your pentacles. I'm sending you guys lots of love, and I'll see you in the next video.